Hello, my loves, and welcome to a new era. So before we get started with today's topic, I would really like to introduce myself to you if you are not currently a subscriber. My name is Rita Ray. I've been here on YouTube since 2016. It was mostly beauty content that I was doing, and a lot of those videos at the moment are privated. My life currently has really inspired the content that I would like to do moving forward. I know that there are so many women, especially after the pandemic, right? There are so many women who are struggling to find community, who feel like they don't have anybody to turn to, non-judgment zone. There's a lot of situations in our lives that we have to juggle all at once, and you just kind of feel like you don't have anybody to turn to. So this is really the safe space that I would like to create for you, along with empowering you, teaching you how to love yourself, teaching you how to care for yourself. Let me give you a little insight into my life. I am about to be 37 in 2 days. I have 3 beautiful babies, and I've been married for 13 years together with my husband for almost 20 years. And in this time, having dedicated my life to my family, having dedicated much of my life to my husband, I absolutely lost myself. At one point, I was definitely gaining that traction back, and then the pandemic happened, and it just kind of all went downhill from there. I have struggled financially. I have struggled mentally, emotionally. I have gone through multiple bouts of depression, ideations as well. And I am on the other side of what has been a very long road of struggling, also healing, spiritual awakening. So if this is anything that at all interests you, I would love to have you please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that every time I post a new video, you are notified. So today's topic is all about high value friends. High value friends equal a high value life. And I think for women, that is something that is extremely important. It's like I told you guys before, I've dedicated most of my adult life to raising my children, most of my adult life to supporting my husband in his endeavors, while also building a home, taking care of a home, trying to do things for myself, but not really knowing where to start, how to do it, just because I had no sense of self. My oldest is 17. He is 4 years older than my youngest son. And then after my youngest son, less than 2 years, just about, I had my daughter. So babies kind of back to back. And then I had the 2 somewhat under 2 situation. It was a lot for me. If there are any moms here to multiples and you've had them sort of back to back or definitely back to back, like Puerto Rican twins, then you kind of know what I'm talking about. And honestly, this doesn't have to also be for moms. There's a lot of people that aren't taking care of children. They're taking care of their parents or taking care of family members, grandparents even, and they're dedicating so much of themselves to taking care of other people that they actually lose their own identity. They no longer know what they want because all they know is what other people want. And any remote thought about what it is that you may want, something that's going to make you happy, something that's going to bring you peace, a little bit of joy, it feels very, very selfish. Trust me when I tell you, you're not the first and you won't be the last. I can't tell you how many times I have suffered from just overall individual guilt from thinking about what is it that I want that's going to bring me joy, that's going to make me feel peaceful, that's going to make me happy, that is going to give me a sense of self, a sense of identity, that's going to really keep my toes on the ground. It's not selfish. It's really, really important. I think we need to continue normalizing this because even in 2024, this is still a little bit of like a stigma. This is all going to go into having your friends, into having your circle. In my case, and I can only speak from my personal experience, I have some really, really great friends. A lot of these people I have known since I was like a very young lady, like preteen years, then teenager years, high school years. Many of the people in my life that I've known for upwards of 20 years. So they've all been incredibly patient with me and have celebrated me in all of my life's milestones and the things that I have gone through. They have also been there with me through the good and the bad. There was a time that I did not see them at all, of course, because I had babies and my husband is a New York City firefighter. So it was just a little bit harder to get out because his schedule did not allow me the freedoms really to be able to just go out and hang out with friends, which is totally fine because I was fully, and still am, fully invested into taking care of my little baby bear. So I knew nothing, okay, about trying to go out there and have a social life. As much as I desired it, even the thought of it was very it was almost debilitating. The mom guilt kicked in right away. And again, you don't have to be a mother to be able to relate to this. If you're taking care of somebody day in, day out, this guilt can absolutely take over too. Ina Garten said in one of her cookbooks that the secret to a long and happy life is community. She really wasn't lying about that. I have felt so revitalized. I have felt more alive just because I've been able to engage with my community again, engage with my friends. When you look at people in places like Puerto Rico or Italy, you see that they're always together, they're always outside, they're always eating, they're always amongst each other, gossiping or watching novelas or what have you. There's intention, there's community, there's food, there's laughter, and there's love. If you wonder why is it that they're living long amongst carbs and sweets, it's because of community. It's because of togetherness. Are we always going to be hanging out with everybody all the time? Gosh, no. Okay, we have things to do. We got bills to pay. Like, people got to work, or people just need, like, people need a moment. I totally understand that people are going through things. We can't always be around people, right? And for some folks, they need to be able to build the mental and emotional capacity to continue being around people. However, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't always find truth to that. Just because I feel like if you push past the idea that you need the capacity to be able to be around people, then when you're actually around people, you get a natural capacity to continue being around them. Then all of a sudden you're filled with light. You're all of a sudden filled with laugh. You're all of a sudden filled with joy. My dad always told me that all of Bay Ridge would go to my grandmother's house, and this is the reason why she cooked extra food. So I think in some way I kind of get it from her always wanting to cook for people and nobody ever comes. Because when she was alive, she always had people in and out of her house. She always cooked extra food. She always prayed over her food. She always prayed that her food would fill their tummies, fill them with blessings, and fill them better than how they came. And you know what, with my mom, kind of the same thing. Now, I vaguely remember my mom having a friend named Maria. She had this big, beautiful, like copper blonde hair, and she had this gorgeous smile. I remember she had a son and a daughter, but I specifically remember her daughter. She was always in the house. My mom was always in the best mood. When my parents were together, they really were a great couple. She was always in a good mood. Her and my dad were best friends. So, but again, community, having friends, always having people around you, it really puts you in the best headspace. I don't always see my friends, but we definitely communicate often, especially on social media. We do keep in touch through text messages, although I'm a little bad at answering them on time. I average about 1 to 2 days to answer back a text message, but I have some really great friends and they're very, very patient with me. So if we're not doing that, sometimes we do FaceTime each other if our lives happen to align at the right time and we have a little bit of time to actually see each other and shoot the shit, kind of bochinche. You'd be surprised how much a simple text of like, I'm thinking of you, love you so much, can't wait to see you, or, you know, would like to see you at some point, kind of trying to like make plans. I'm definitely the one who takes a really long time to make plans. I'm not much of a planner when it comes to seeing my friends. There are some of my friends that are, because they have very busy social lives. Okay. But I really do love to be spontaneous when hanging out with my friends. That just so happens to be my life. Honestly, when something comes up last minute and I do have the freedom, we definitely like to hang out. And most of my friends, for the most part, they work with that and are understanding of that. Though in my big age, I should probably be a little bit more mindful and start scheduling outings because, you know, we got things to do. One of the things that I really, really love about my friends is that we don't take anything personal. We're literally all adults here. We all have things going on in life. We all have things that we're kind of dealing with behind closed doors. A lot of my friends know, especially in my case, that if I just so happen to disappear or fall off the grid, fall off the radar, my friends know that I'm going through something and they know that at some point I'm going to resurface. And when they see me finally like kind of engaging again, they definitely do inquire, they check in. I do have friends that check in when I do fall off the radar. If I don't answer them or if I give them brief answers, they definitely know something is up, and my friends are so incredibly patient. If you have people in your life that are kind of like, well, you don't tell me anything anyway, so how am I supposed to know? I just don't find that to be an excuse. Well, okay then. You can go over there. And it's up to you really how you deal with those people. But I'm going to say right now, Those people do not validate or invalidate whatever it is that you're going through. If at the very least they can't be respectful of what it is that you're possibly going through, what you may have been struggling with, what is it that you were trying to battle and deal with, then those people don't need to be in your life. And I'm sorry to say, those are not considered high quality friends or people at all. In all of my friendships, there has been some type of particular safety that has gone both ways. Under no stretch of the imagination has that ever been compromised. Under no stretch of the imagination have we ever done anything outside of that that may feel like betrayal, that may feel like one doesn't understand the other. There's always some type of mutual understanding, mutual respect, a mutual amount of love, and a mutual amount of just, how do we do this together? How do I help you as your friend so that you don't have to feel this way anymore? And I always lovingly receive it, as well as my friends lovingly receive the help and the support. So let's start talking about our high value friends and the things that I find to be very vital when it comes to having a high value friend so that you can live your high value life. Okay. Like I said, I have some amazing friends. Please put $1 in the jar every time I say that. Put $1 in the jar every time I say that I am the luckiest woman in the entire world. Your friends should leave you self-reflecting and inspired. When you leave any type of exchange or outing with your friend, you should be leaving so much better than how you entered into that exchange with them. As much as it sucks, my friends, they will hold me accountable. You guys have to remember, I've known these people since I was a teenager. They have stayed with my personality. They have seen me through multiple bouts of my life. They've seen me become a wife. They've seen me become a mother. They've seen me through my artistry, through my creativity. They have seen me when I've fallen off the grid. They have seen me through depression. They have seen me through ideations, anxieties, really bad times in my life, really good times in my life. My friends have literally been with me through it all. So if anything I'm doing comes off even remotely morally unsound, my friends have the full-on green light to be like, excuse me, bitch, and they're gonna check me. They're gonna hold me accountable. They're gonna put the mirror in my face and say, look at yourself. I know you, you know you. This is not who you are. That's the safety that I'm talking about when it comes to having high value friends. And your friendships should not function from a place of ego, where if your friends were to do that, you think for some reason they're trying to sabotage you. No, if you have high value friends, you're going to know and be secure with the fact that they absolutely love you. They only want what's best for you. They want you to do everything in your highest power for your highest good, harm to nobody, but they should be able to have the safety net to check you. However, that is also on the other side. Again, that's a two-way street. You should know that your high value friendships and your high value friends, right? That should be a safety net where the both of you can exchange on the same level. There's not going to be any type of ego that comes in and, excuse me, bitch, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? None of those things. It's going to be a safety net. You guys are going to leave each other self-reflecting. And it could be that you're probably doing something wrong, or what your friend might not particularly agree with. But your friend in that conversation is also going to self-reflect and maybe be like, maybe I was a little bit too harsh. Perhaps I should have said it this way. I've had many conversations with friends where we have those types of exchanges. My friends will text me later and be like, you know what? I was probably a little bit, just thrown off by it. I was more controlled by my emotions. I'm sorry if you didn't feel like you were supported, but this is the way that I feel, and I'm still here to support you no matter what. Those are high value friends. When I tell you that all of my friends, like, we do this, we get into it. We do. My friends and I, we get into it, but I'm always leaving so much better than how I came. I absolutely self-reflect every single time. My friends always inspire me. It's because they're such good people. They're such good friends. The only thing that I can possibly do is continue to work on myself so that way I can continue being worthy of their friendship, because I just feel incredibly lucky. You also don't have to be self-reflecting if something is going wrong in your life and your friends are holding you accountable. I can't tell you how many milestones that I've had in my life where my friends are literally celebrating my wins. They send me messages. They tell me that they're proud of me. They tell me that they love me. Hey, keep going. I love the fact, and what I'm going to say right now is going to be a little bit controversial. It wasn't until my adult life that I saw a dynamic where everybody was a little more insecure and in competition with each other, that was nothing that I was used to. I definitely fell into that trap for a very long time. And I'll tell you something, of all the things that I'm probably ashamed of, it's that. Because even my friends, like at one point when I was having a conversation about the things that I was going through and how this dynamic was kind of affecting me, they were like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we don't do that. You don't do that. So why are you engaging in that? Why is that a thing? It wasn't me. It's never been me. I have the foundation and the structure of having friendships, relationships, also my personal family, where we've never been in competition with each other. We are always celebrating each other's small wins, no matter what it is. Something's going on, something really great, no matter how big, no matter how small, starting a new job, getting a cake for that. I'm so proud of you. You're gonna do great. I hope you get a promotion. I hope you this. I hope you that. It's always just like love and encouragement. There's no competition whatsoever. There's no ego involved. Those friendships, those relationships, those are the most high value things that you can have in your life. And you're really gonna feel like you're living a high value life. There's no other way to put it. So the other things about my friendships that I absolutely love, and I deeply encourage you to just seek that out, to go find that, are the aha moments. The moments where you say, oh my God, I didn't think of it that way. Or your friend turns around and is like, yes, oh my God, yes, ooh, light bulb, like mind blown. I love, love, love those conversations. You guys, I'm about to be 37 years old. Excuse me. I'm about to be 37 years old. There we go. Okay. I don't know everything. I don't want to know everything. I feel like that's a huge responsibility. I'm not really with it. You know what I'm saying? I go based off of personal experience. I use it as a lesson and I continue moving forward, right? I don't want to be an expert in anything. So I dig the total like light bulb moment with my friends. Sometimes my friends say things and do things where I'm really like, damn, I never thought of it that way. I never thought to do it that way. I never thought to say it that way. High value friendships, you should be learning from your friends. There is absolutely no ego involved. Let me say that one more time. You should not be functioning from a place of ego. There is no ego involved. Something else that I want to add is that you shouldn't feel judged by your friends, at least not to your face. Because I definitely have some judgmental friends, and there are a few that just, they have no chill. Vanessa. And I love her. I love her so much. But you shouldn't feel judged by your friends, at least not to your face. They might be judging you in their head. I definitely do. I'm a Virgo, guys. So as judgmental as I am of myself, I'm always judging other people. It's a really bad habit that I have. And I think at my big age, I don't know how much of it I can change. But I try to just, not say anything. My face, on the other hand, I can't control that. You shouldn't feel judged by your friend, okay? If your friend is trying to put the mirror in your face and trying to help you see and get a sense of self, just help you to see the bigger picture in whatever situation that you guys might be exchanging, you just shouldn't feel judged. They shouldn't make you feel small for whatever is going on in your life. You should always still feel very supported. In this instance, your high value friends should be holding space for you, and you should feel that when that's happening. They should also be offering you advice, or at the very least, they should be asking you, well, do you need me for just a listening ear, or do you want some of my advice? What would I do in your situation? So on and so forth. You should also be feeling love, energy, all the things that only serve your highest good. And for whatever reason you might take offense to that, I suggest that maybe you need to do a little bit more inner work and not take it so personal, because probably it has to do more with you than your friend. And you might be aware of something that for some reason you're looking to your friend to say what you want to hear, and not necessarily what is it that you need to hear. So self-work is always beneficial when it comes to having high value friendships as well. Closing this out, you should be very proud of your high value friends, but not only that, your friends should make you feel proud of yourself. And overall, that entire dynamic, that entire exchange with your friends, you should just be proud of that and how far that's come and how beautiful it is. The exchanges, the safety, all of the things that we talked about, the self-reflecting, the being aware of self while also being aware of others, living in the joy, living in the laughter, but also living in the times that are not going to be so great, living in the times where you're probably going to have to hold each other accountable. Those are the things that you should really be proud of, without your ego feeling bruised, or without you feeling judged, without you feeling like you're being tied down, or this friendship is taking some type of energy out of you that feels really draining. Again, right? I don't always get to hang out with my friends, but the one thing I do know is that when we hang out, no time has passed. We've never skipped a beat. We always pick up right where we left off. They remember the last thing that happened and they're just like, okay, so the last thing I remember is so and so, so update me on that. Tell me what's going on. Those are some really, really great friendships. And they're either going to be excited for you, perhaps consoling you depending on the situation, or they might be doing both. My sessions with my friends are like free therapy, baby. Okay. I am so eternally grateful for the folks that just make me feel seen, that make me feel like I can fly, even when I don't deem myself worthy or simply have trouble remembering how great I am. That is something that makes me really, really proud that my friends are able to do that for me, that I'm able to do that for them as well. Lastly, what I want to tell you is that my friends, your friends, should really be a direct reflection on how you feel about yourself. They should also be a direct reflection on how proud you are of yourself, how proud you are in the energies, the people, and the things that you surround yourself with. High value friendships should never feel hard. They should never feel difficult. They should never feel draining. They should feel extremely easy. They should feel like love. They should feel like light. They should feel like inspiration, like joy, like a good escape. My friends are my laughter. They are my forever soulmates. They are my joy. They are my everything. And I'm so extremely proud of having the friends that I have. All of this to say, they are my inspiration for the reason why I continue to work on myself, because I feel like I need to keep doing that in order to be worthy of their friendship and of their glory. All right, my loves, that's all for today's topic. I hope you guys liked what we talked about. I hope you took something away from it that meant something to you, that made you feel something. By all means, go ahead and comment down below. Tell me what you think about high value friends and how they add to your life and make it feel luxurious or high value or what have you. We're going to be using those words a lot here on this channel. Okay, sending you guys all of my love. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel, because I would love to have you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.